hook. So I take the hook. This hook is a little bit shorter. Most patterns with articulated streamers call for like a 4x hook in the front and a 2x long hook in the, a 4x in the back and a 2x long in the front. Okay, so I got the bar pinched down. I'm going to use a 7/32 tungsten bead to give this thing some good weight. If you want this fly to really get down, you would wrap the hook shank with some lead. I'm going to dump these beads into my container. I'll keep all my beads, but for now I'll just cut it open. Alright, so here's a 7/32 bead. I'm going to put it on the hook. Okay, nice big hunk of weight there. I'm going to get my thread started. Okay, now for our next step, what we're going to do is secure the back hook. And to do this, there are a number of materials you can use. Some people use mono, like 50-pound mono. I've heard that can snap off. But this is something I got at Michael's. It's called Beetle-On. And this is a 0.018 inch, 7-strand stainless steel wire. Be careful, some of them are copper. You don't want to use copper. This is stainless steel. It also has a plastic coating over it. It's pretty neat stuff. So I'm going to take the back fly. I'm going to put this right through the eye and get it so that it's in the middle. Line up the two ends of the wire, and I give it a tug, and that puts a little kink in the wire. This is Kelly Gallup does this the same way. Alright, so I got a nice kink in the wire, and I'm going to use a brass bead. This is a 5/32 brass bead, and I'm going to thread that both ends of the wire through the bead, so I have a nice connection here. Now we want this to remain with the wire going in the bottom and coming out the top, or vice versa. We don't want it to go sideways. We want it to maintain that top and bottom orientation. I'm going to use the spring there, and I'm going to put this about like that. So the front of the eye lines up with the rear of the bend, and I'm going to hold it in place and put a couple wraps on here and make sure I have my top and bottom orientation. Okay, now I'm going to put some cement. I should have done this first, but it doesn't matter. Cement in there just to help it stay secure. And I'm going to wrap up to the right before the bead. Keep that wire on top. Okay, now when I get about a little bit less than 1/8 of an inch, I'm going to take these two wires, tag ends, and I'm going to bend them back. Okay, so they go back pretty far. And then I'm going to tie this down with the thread. So we've got those wires bent back on itself. And this is going to be a very strong connection. It's not going to pull free. If you want to get crazy about it, you could go take that wire and go through the eye of the hook. I just find that with a bead, it can be difficult to get both of those strands through and through the eye and back through, but I think this is going to be plenty strong. Excuse me. Alright, now we're going to do the front zonker strip, and this is basically the same thing we did on the back hook. We're going to just take a little section. We want this to hang over the connection, so we're going to make a little section hang back. And I like to have it about like that, so it goes right over the eye. And get it started there. Moisten it there, hair just a little bit to keep it back, keep it forward. couple wraps. Get that out of the way. A couple wraps secure it. Okay, and we do the same thing. Bring the thread all the way up to the bead and put a half hitch on it. Hang this off my bobbin hanger. Put some cement on. Try to get it on the fur. Keep this fur out of the cement. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to rotate the vise. Trying to keep the fur oriented towards the back of the fly. And I'm going to wrap this just like I did before. The back edge of the new material goes up against the front edge of what I just wrapped. And I wrap this all the way up to the bead. Okay, I'm going to tie it off. Right behind the bead. A couple good tight wraps on there. Cut off the strip. Now I'm going to tie this down. Good connection there. And I'm going to take my second. You could use more than one if you wanted to. I'm going to just use one here. Rubber leg, hold it in the middle, attach it on the side facing me, wraps, bring the other half over, tie that side down, okay, build up a little head, finish it. Cement it, cut it off first. Take some Sally Hansen. I love this stuff because it's cheap. Ow, looks sharp. Okay, and there we have our finished fly. Pretty fast and pretty slick. Notice how the you want, when you let it go, the hook, the back hook should be up and down. You don't want it to be sideways like this. You want them to be both down, and you can kind of work it a little bit, but it generally will stay like that. So this fly, when you fish it, when it gets wet, it's going to be very slim. All this fur is going to mat down against the hook, and this is going to have a pretty slim profile, but it does have a lot of movement with the fur, so it should catch some fish. All right, go get them.